Have you ever heard of a barn-dominium or a shouse? It's a house that was built with a style of architecture influenced by rural America. As you're about to see in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, they are becoming increasingly popular among homeowners who want to enjoy the rustic charm and modern features of this unique style.
We've just kind of always been attracted to something that's not quite mainstream.
They dot the rural landscape.
And it's just really what appealed to us. It's that simple.
And lately, you're seeing more and more of them. They're called shouses, a cross between a shop and a house. Some people call them barn-dominiums.
I prefer barn-dominium, yeah. I've never quite accustomed to the shouse things.
Daryl and Joy Christensen built their barn-dominium a few years ago on the banks of Wall Lake.
It started off when Joy and I were married. I wanted to buy a barn and refurbish one to live in.
That was more than 45 years ago, and while it never happened back then, they never gave up on that dream.
This barn is somewhat of an inspiration of Joy's grandfather's dairy barn, a turn-of-the-century dairy barn.
Joy says she's always loved history and big red barns. In fact, her grandfather's barn is depicted on this painting that hangs proudly in their big red barn.
When it came time to build a barn, I said, it's going to be red, it's going to look like a dairy barn. You do whatever you want to do with your shop, Daryl, but this is what we're going to have.
Joy was in charge of the interior. Daryl had his say with the shop. And together, they designed a 3,400 square foot barn-dominium with 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. This barn-dominium even comes with its own cow and a screen door to the pantry.
Really, the shop is part of our square footage. I mean, we overflow into that all the time. This Christmas, especially with 8 grandchildren around and the cold weather, you know, turn the heat up in the shop and back the cars out, and that's where a lot of playing took place in the use of new Christmas toys.
Dusty Kuzer, who's a general contractor in Mitchell, has built 11 shouses for people in the past 5 years. He says the biggest misconception about them is that they're cheaper to build. But that isn't strictly the case.
Maybe cheaper per square foot, but you also have to realize you're building a bigger building. You may have bigger shop space than a typical garage.
Kuzer says it's the shop space that's attractive to a lot of people.
Very popular with people that like to entertain. Rather than having everybody in their house, they can host people in their shop. Saves lots of headaches as far as cleaning up afterwards.
Kuzer, who built his first house in 2018, says they've evolved over time.
You can build a shop house with 800 square foot of living area and 5,000 square foot of shop space, or, vice versa. We did build one house that was $1.3 million. So it's all in how much money you want to spend and how fancy you want your house to be, just like a typical high-level executive home.
For the Christensens, they say this one is perfect.
This time, we just did what Daryl and Joy liked and didn't worry about anything else, and it worked. So for that reason, I think we have pretty much everything that we've always wanted and are comfortable with at our age.
The way we can entertain here really appeals to me because I love to have friends and family over, and when we can do the spillover into the shop and have the man cave, and people can be upstairs and downstairs and outside, it's perfect.
When they do entertain, it's pretty easy to find. Just go to Wall Lake, they say, and, well, you can't miss it.
That's it. That's what we tell people. Just come around the curve and look for the big red barn.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Don Jorgensen.